Hi, I'm Artie with Major Power. We're showing off these detach accessory line for commercial mowers. What we got here is just a light attachment. What's nice about this is this light attachment also allows you to take this hitch part out and slide another tool in there so you have lighting, like if you would use a rig or whatnot. But we're just going to show you how easy it is to change options just like that. So we take this little pin out on the side here, regular hitch pin, and you slide out the 2-inch square tube attachment. And we're going to go from here, we're going to try our maintenance jack. Same thing. Slides in like the back of your truck, if you're familiar with hitches on the back of the truck. You slide this pin in. What's nice about this pin too, it doesn't need a cotter pin, it has its own clip on there so you never lose the clip. At this point, we'll start it up. Take this, roll this forward. The further I extend that, the higher it'll lift off the ground. Put it about here. This is our lock. So as we drive up, it locks in place and it won't fall down. So if you want to go forward, we'll drive it up. And it goes right up and it falls into place. That's the lock. And if you try to drive backwards, you'll see it won't fall off. Alright? Now, at this point, you can maintain the blades from underneath. You can change the wheel spacer height. You can do your flat tire service. I think every zero turn should have something like this to raise it off the ground. It's very important. Not such an expensive option. But once you have this hitch, you have a multitude of things you can put on the front of your mower. Okay, so now we're going to drive off of it. Undo the lock. You'll back right off of it. And again, we're in a garage. It's a slippery floor. It's not like being outside. You might slide a little bit on the way down. And at that point, you lift up this. Put the lock back on. Shut it down. You can leave this on and do your mowing if you'd like, or you could take it off as simple as releasing this clip, pulling it out, and that's that. We're going to grab the Dethatcher. We'll slide that right in there and show you how easy that is. Other Dethatchers that are out there, it's too much bracketry. There's a lot of things, you lose parts. There's nothing to lose except this little $6 pin. And you could throw a bolt in there if you have to. So you would just line that up like a hitch. And then you slide this guy right in here. And then clip that down. And then this is spring. We have 3 rows, so it really does a great job. This is a pop pin. We use that on most of our stuff. This pop pin you pull out, and then you're able to lower this down. And by lowering that down, that gives you your aerating height. To raise and lower the height of your aeration is by this knob right here. You simply turn this in, and it raises this up. Because it both hits and it allows it to, it doesn't allow it to go deep into the ground. If you want to go lower, take the weight off of this, turn this counterclockwise, and then if you look, this will go lower, deeper into the ground. Now it's actually touching. So real simple. We don't use wheels because that's the first thing that breaks off on the other people's attachments we've seen in service. And they use them without the wheels once they break off. So we figured why put wheels on it. It handles the same terrains as these front wheels, being that it's so close. As the mower goes up, the front of this goes up. This is 7-gauge steel. That's just 1 notch under 1/4-inch steel. You cannot bend this. It won't bend. It won't break on you. Very strong. So the weight of this thing helps keep it in the ground. It does a great, great job. And then there is no lift. It's a manual lift. What that does, it just has a automatic strike plate. You just lift that up, and it clicks in, and it stays up. Like again, there's no bells and whistles. Very simple, sweet, right to the right to the meat and potatoes. So that's that. This is our best-selling unit. We have them safety wired in case they do decide to pop off. You don't run them over and cause damage or shoot them out. It looks like you hand rake the lawn when you're done with it. We'll take that out and we're going to try another one. Came up with a carry barrel holder. A lot of guys were complaining about the barrels. We push them around from site to site, and what happens is it wears the bottoms of the barrels out, and they were asking for something, so we came up with this. Same thing, simple as slide that in there, and then the pin. That's it, simple as that. And then grab an ordinary 60-gallon carry barrel. It's got a rib on the bottom that locks this here so it doesn't kick out. You just lay this in there so the bottom don't kick out. You pull this pop pin like on all other stuff, and it locks in. It holds the barrel in place. What's nice about this is you can actually mow with the grass catcher in place, stop, get out, put the clip and grind to the barrel, and continue mowing. At this point, a lot of guys use it for running mulch to the beds. You really can't overload it because the front wheels will tell you they'll pancake out or whatever. So you don't want to fill it up with anything heavy because you're just going to ruin the rest of the machine. So basically, you watch the front wheels. Grass filled is not an issue, but if you did put rocks or stone or dirt in there, you'd do damage. So basically, it's meant for grass and some light materials. A lot of guys put their shovels and rakes, and they drive it to the back of the backyard if they're doing some sort of work in the back. So it's real handy. And when you want to empty it, it has a holding pin up here. It slips in so it's out of your way. You take it out, you dump it, drive it right to the truck, and then dump it. And then once again, you're not dragging it on the ground. So it's a great thing. And there are a lot more stuff that we don't have ready for demo yet, but keep in touch.